In the beginning, when I first started going to the gym, I was overweight. So the first thing I did was search up online. How do you follow a diet? How do you lose weight? And in every single video, they mention the same stuff. They mention that you have to count your calories, because counting your calories makes sure that you're actually in a calorie deficit so you can lose weight. So what did I do as a beginner? Well, I started to count my calories. And do you know what happened after a few days? Well, I quit. I couldn't keep counting my calories. I hated every single second of counting my calories. You know, as a beginner, you don't want to go through all that. You don't want to count your calories. So I told myself back then, I need to find another way. I'm not gonna count my calories. So what did I do? I searched up online. I watched countless videos about fat loss, about how to follow a diet. And eventually, through trial and error, I learned that there's another way. There's a way that's a lot easier that anyone can follow so you can actually lose weight. And that's what I want to show you today. To this day, I'm still using this diet right here. We know that we have to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. That's non-negotiable. But we also know that we need to eat a lot of protein in order to build muscle mass. Because trust me, when I see this, I see a lot of overweight people. They only focus on their calories. They just want to lose fat. They don't care about protein. They don't care about being healthy. They just want to lose fat. Now the problem with that is when you only focus on your calories and you lose all of that fat, at the end of your fat loss journey, you won't look good. You will go from overweight to skinny fat. So we need a diet where we're in a calorie deficit and we need to eat a lot of protein. So the diet is, let's say you eat 70% unhealthy foods, 30% healthy foods. All you need to do is to change the ratio. You can eat 70% healthy foods, 30% unhealthy foods. Now, what I define as healthy foods is high protein unprocessed foods. I define healthy foods as chicken breast, tuna, egg, salmon, ground beef, drumsticks, lamb. Just eat foods that are high in protein and they're unprocessed. Now you might think, what if I eat too much? What if I eat so much that I won't reach a calorie deficit? Let me tell you this. Nobody's overweight from eating too much chicken breast. No. Everyone who's overweight is overweight from eating too much junk food, from eating too much sugary stuff, snacks, pizza, hamburgers, etc. Everyone knows that. So if you just eat more chicken breast, ground beef, trust me when I say this, you won't be in a calorie surplus. And let me give you another explanation to why you won't gain fat from eating more of these kinds of foods. What you gotta remember is that high protein unprocessed foods are usually lower in calories and higher in protein. And let's use chicken breast as an example. Per 100 grams, chicken breast has about 90 calories. So if you eat 500 grams of chicken breast, that's about 450 calories. And eating 500 grams of chicken breast will fill your stomach really fast. Another benefit with these kinds of foods is that it has a lot of protein. And protein is the most filling macronutrient. So if you eat a lot of protein, your appetite will go down a lot faster. If we compare eating 1,000 calories worth of carbs to 1,000 calories worth of protein, eating 1,000 calories worth of protein will fill your stomach a lot faster. Remember, with this diet, all I'm asking you is just to change the ratio. Just eat more high protein unprocessed foods. I'm not asking you to stop eating junk food altogether. You can still have snacks throughout the week. Just eat less of it. That's all I'm asking you. I know for a fact that you can do this. So let me give you an example of how a normal day of following this diet looks like. For breakfast, I eat 8 eggs. Now, eating 8 eggs sounds a lot. I hear that. So what I do is that I use a low calorie sauce to the side, because only eating eggs, it doesn't taste good, right? But if you use a low calorie sauce to the side, trust me, it will taste a lot better. You can keep up with that. And because I eat so much egg, I don't get hungry, because egg has a lot of protein and fat, so it lowers your appetite. So I only eat 2 times a day. For my second meal, it depends a bit. Some days I eat a whole bag of drumsticks. It's about 2.2 pounds. Or I eat about 500 grams of ground beef. It's about 1.1 pounds of ground beef. So what I do, I just eat a lot of unprocessed foods. Both of my meals has a lot of food, so I only need to eat 2 times a day. This is what a normal day looks like for me. Now I know to eat 2.2 pounds of drumsticks is a lot. It sounds crazy, but if you use a low calorie sauce, trust me, it will taste 10 times better. It won't be dry, it will taste great. You can do it. And if it sounds like this is way too extreme, I can't follow a diet like this, okay, fine. Don't do it like me. This is your own race. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So in the beginning, all I want you to do is, for example, if you eat rice with chicken, just eat less rice, eat more chicken. That's all you need to do. By just eating more chicken and less rice, you're changing the ratio. You're eating more unprocessed, high protein foods. And when you do that, you will automatically be in a calorie deficit. Trust me, this works. This is how I went from overweight to lean. And if you're still unsure about following this diet, I help countless people with their fat loss journey, and to every single person, I give them a variation of this diet. Now, I can't tell you exactly what you're supposed to eat because everyone's lives are different. This is a YouTube video. I can only give you the advice, but you need to take the advice and implement it to your own fitness journey. But if you want me to help you on your fat loss journey, to give you a diet, to give you a training plan, to help you reach your goals, click the first link in the description and book a call.